Alright, so I have a late model 2008 MacBook aluminum unibody, and as you can see right now I have 4 gigabytes of RAM, but I do want to install 8 gigabytes of RAM instead. So I'm going to take out that 4 and add these two, 4 gigabytes each, 8 gigabytes of RAM. So my MacBook will be performing faster, especially in the studio, the music studio that I record in. And I'm going to show you how I get that done. So first, we're going to go ahead and close your MacBook. Excuse my mess. I have 5 kids, 4 of them that are here. And we're going to take off the battery cover. And there will be 8 screws to remove, 4 from here, 4 from here. So let's get started on that. So to remove the lid from the battery, push this little tab in, pull that up. That'll then lift up this battery tab. And this is your battery. So if you're replacing your battery, you will have a plastic thing to pull here that will just pull the battery out. This is your hard drive. If you replace your hard drive, that's pretty easy. Of course, those will be a separate video, but you will start there. So we are going to go ahead and remove these 4 top screws, and then we're going to remove these 4 bottom screws. That way we can get this panel open up and go ahead and switch out the RAM after that. And I'm going to go ahead and use this screwdriver. It's a Phillips Plus. It's specially made for computer-sized components. I will leave the link to buy one. I got mine from Amazon, so I'll leave the link in the description. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting these 4 top screws loose, then the 4 bottom ones, and I will speed it up so you don't have to sit here and watch me do this. Okay, so I got all 8 screws out, and before I start working on it, I am going to remove the battery. It should just pop up and slide out. And go ahead and put your battery to the side. That way you don't get electrocuted when you're working on it. And then after that, now we can go ahead and take this off. It comes off pretty easy. Just pull up slightly, and you'll feel a few snaps, and it'll come off. So this is where the RAM is. Fan, I replaced that not too long ago. That's another video. But here is your RAM. It's actually one on top of the other. And what we're going to do is go ahead and take that RAM out. And the way it is right now is it's 2 gigabytes and another one underneath it. That's another 2 gigabytes. So I only have 4. But I'm going to go ahead and slap in these 8. The 4 and 4. Double up my RAM. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and take this old RAM out. It's pretty easy. You have 2 tabs, one on this side, one on this side, these little tabs. You push them out, push it out, and you'll feel the RAM card just pop up. Actually, let me try with the screwdriver. Boom, there it is. So now the RAM card popped up, as you can see. And all we're going to do is go ahead and slide it out. This is old, out with the old. And like I said, here's the second RAM card right underneath the top one. And same thing, we're going to pull out the sides, the side tabs. Boom. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and pull this card out. It's a little bit difficult just because of the way that the frame right here sits pretty close to it. It's probably easier with tweezers, to be honest. Pull this one out. It's a little bit tight to pull out because of the frame right here, but you know, you'll do it. Anyway, now it's time to go ahead and open up these bad boys right here and get these inserted into the RAM slots right there. Alright, so these are my 2 new RAM slots. Well, my RAM cards, whatever you want to call them. These are 4 gigabytes each instead of just 2. And as you can see, what's very important is that you see that cut right there? It's kind of to the side in those gold lines. That's going to let you know which way to insert the RAM in. So you want it to fit like that. I mean, obviously it's not going to fit if you put it upside down or, the wrong way. So one's going to go like that. The other one's going to go right on top the same way. So just go ahead and line that slot up. And we'll go ahead and insert the new RAM. Just try to line it up the best you can. Alright, so once you get that lined up, go ahead and give it a little push in. And these things are pretty durable, so what we're going to do is get it pushed in, and then we're going to snap it down. So once you get that RAM slid in to the slot, you're going to go ahead and snap it down, just like that, and you can feel it click, and that's in there, nice and secure. So now let's go ahead and install the second RAM right on top of that. You can feel that it's nice and snug in there. Now let's go ahead and snap it down, just like we did the first one. Bam, there it is. And make sure your tabs are pushed in, which they'll push in by themselves automatically. That's what that click is. So we're good. We got the 2 new RAMs in and the 2 old RAMs out. So now we should have 8 gigabytes of RAM instead of just the 4. So now we're going to go ahead and put the cover back on, insert the battery back in, and we'll start it up, and we'll go ahead and check my new current RAM. It should read 8 gigabytes of RAM, so we'll check it out and see. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and throw the cover back on. Just kind of line it up. It's pretty easy. You'll you might feel some snaps as you snap it into place. There we go. If you pull that tab down, it'll just fall. It just should fall plush. So you can just leave that tab down, and then we'll go ahead and insert the 8 screws right back in. So the top left screw is a small screw, short little screw. See the short one there? That's what's gonna go in the top left. And then the 3 long screws you see there, those are gonna go in the top 3 right. So let's go ahead and get those screwed in. And then for the bottom 4, they're all gonna be 4 very tiny screws, as you can see here. So let's go ahead and get those bad boys screwed in. Alright, so now we got all 8 screws screwed in, top and bottom. Alright, so you got your battery. It's going to slide in with this lip towards the bottom, or towards you, however you're facing your MacBook. And you do want this tab up in order to put your battery in. Boom. Fell right into place, nice and snug. Now let's go ahead and put the top back on. This will just snap, and then push it down, and then go ahead and push that tab down, and that'll lock this bottom cover on. So now we're all good. We're good to go. We're gonna go ahead and flip it over, start it up, and check the new RAM. See if it reads 8 gigabytes instead of 4. Alright, so just powering it up. Let's check it out and see if the 8 gigabytes of RAM read. I got this off of Amazon as well, so I will go ahead and put the link on there if you want to get the exact same kind. It should read this RAM automatically. Nothing special we have to do. So we shall find out. And by the way, this was only like 30 something bucks, 36, 37 bucks. and you literally get your MacBook to run twice as fast. So it's definitely worth it. All right, so my MacBook's up. Let's go ahead and go to the Apple. About this Mac. And now it is reading 8 gigabytes of RAM instead of 4. This was 4 before. So we now doubled up our memory RAM. So now my studio sessions won't stop or freeze. This is good for music production. This is good for if you do videos, if you edit videos, anything that takes a lot of RAM power, a lot of memory. Doubling up the RAM is now going to make all that run smoother. Nothing will freeze up. It won't kick you out of anything. So that's how you do it. I'll go ahead and include the links in the description below of the RAM that I bought and of the tool that I used. And I think this took me about a total of like 15-20 minutes. So, and about less than 40 bucks. So anyway, if you like, go ahead and subscribe. If you're into rap, go ahead and check out my music videos. Subscribe to my channel, gangsterrick.com. And thank you for tuning in. Now my studio sessions will be running a lot smoother. I run off my MacBook. I'll have it up as an extended window to a monitor. And it should be running nice and smooth now. Double the RAM. 40 bucks.